Alright guys, we are fresh back from the Red Bull Tennessee Knockout ECR eMoto race, and I wanted to take the opportunity to show you guys all the awesome riders and the bikes that they brought to the TKO.
Today I'm Sam Bird. I was riding this here Electric Motion Escape bar. This was the bike that got the win in TKO for me, so pretty capable out there in all the conditions. It's a bike you should be riding.
So now that you're rocking the #1 plate here, now you have to come back next year and defend, right?
It'll be tough next year. I think there'll be a lot more people, a lot more competition. You know, the sport's growing. A lot of people will be coming out with, you know, other bikes that will be in the market next year. So we'll see a lot more people. The sport's growing.
Well, thanks for coming out, man. Congratulations.
All right, thanks.
My name is Jo Toole. I'm riding the XC4, and this is the best electric bike out there so far.
How did it do for you in the race?
It was fantastic. It was a bit of a learning curve, but this is the first electric bike I've ridden where I can just hop on it and it feels like a dirt bike, and the power just, it comes on just like how a dirt bike should. And I mean, it was great. Next year is going to be way better. I'm super excited for it.
Yeah, man. You did a great job out there.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out, man.
For sure.
Hey, I'm Jason Smith. I am on a 2022 Electric Motion Escape R, pretty much stock except for a knobby and handguards. I got 3rd place in the electric class, and so sore I can hardly walk.
How was the course for you?
It was gnarly. It was an eye-opener, first hard enduro I've ever done, and super greasy, but the bike was amazing. It was just really cool to see the electric bike shine.
Did you feel like you had the right choice for the bike?
Totally. Yeah, the electrics were obviously the way to go, and I can't wait to see how they progress in the future. It's only going to get better, so can't wait to see what it looks like
Awesome.
2, 3, 4 years from now.
Thanks for coming out, Jason.
Thank you.
Baldwin. I'm out here with Charged Cycle Works. They did an incredible job building this bike up to what it is. I've got the Chi 72 volt, the EBMX BAC 8000. Huge thing that helped out a ton is this EXT MX rear shock. Incredible out there in the hills. Some gummy tires on it, Warp 9 wheels. This skid plate is probably the only thing that made me survive the entire competition. SX side by side, but yeah, stoked to get through it. And everything went good. Ended up qualifying 24th overall in the TKO 1. So.
And you're the guy that passed me at the end of the race.
I'm the guy.
Awesome, man.
Yours truly, Tucker here from Electric Cycle Rider. I forgot to film a video of myself at the race, so dubbing this over, but I rode the Electric Motion Escape R to a 5th place finish, and the bike did a really awesome job. And just wanted to say once again, thank you to all these riders who came out. I can't think of a better group of guys to come out and race this event, and a really great turnout, so thanks again for coming out.
Hello guys, this is John Uehara from Honolulu, Hawaii. I'm on the 2022 Escape R from Electric Motion.
How'd you do today, man?
Did pretty good. P7, not bad. Started 2nd row, ended that way. It was all good. Good fun.
Hell yeah, man. All the way out from Oahu.
You know that?
Hell yeah.
My name's Eddie Wallace. I'm riding a SEGWAY X260, same exact bike as the Sur-Ron X Lightbee. I've got, as far as the modifications go, I'm running Ceronics graphics, JW battery, and Dirty Bike Industries parts all over this thing, including billet rotor protectors and suspension triangles and pegs and all sorts of stuff. And then you got to do the suspension mods, so I'm running a larger pit bike shock and RockShox boxer front, pushing 20,000 watts to the motor, and it's a QS 138 motor shoved in the spring. As far as in the race, I got 8th place in TKO 1, got to go to TKO 2, and I made it further than any other Sur-Ron did at the whole event. I was in 2nd place when I timed out. I wasn't able to move through the pack fast enough.
Awesome, man. Good job, Eddie.
Hey, thank you, sir.
Dustin LANGSTON out of Springfield, Missouri. I'm on a KALK OR. Basically a stock bike, different wheel set, 1821, Pro Taper 3-inch rise bars, that's it.
My name is Grant Morton, and I'm riding basically stock Sur-Ron X, just with some prickly linkage, and some foot pegs and bars.
How did it work out for you?
Pretty good. It's not the bike, it's the rider.
Nathan Weaver from Charged Cycle Works. This bike is what I've been running for the last year, if not more. 16-19 wheels, 60-volt battery, back 4000. Always trying to test what its limits are. Today we found them. This was a tough race. The bike fared without breaking anything. It's probably in better condition than I am, but gummy tires helped a ton. Skid plate was huge. One thing that's interesting, we actually put this newer fork on here that's a little bit stronger than some of the others that we've been testing, and that actually saved me today because I've been struggling with my bars turning a little bit lately, and so that FastAce kind of saved me today. But we made it through unscathed.
What's up, everybody? Jesse Ziegler from Cycle News. Today I was lucky enough to race the all-new Sur-Ron Storm Bee. We're talking full-size enduro bike, 18-21 front wheel, real fork suspension, real controls. It's taken Sur-Ron to the next level, I think. Real dirt bike chassis, and man, what an experience. I got smoked. My battery died internally. This battery was fine today, but my battery got cooked today out here in the Tennessee heat.
Yeah, Jesse, you just finished race number 2.
Yeah.
But how'd you do in race number 1, the ECR eMoto
Yeah,
class?
starting at the first thing, prologue went pretty well. The little 1 mile course, I finished fine, and then the first morning race was great. I had a lot of fun. The power is really tractable on this bike, helps with that technical stuff, and you know, it has like auto compression braking on downhills, which is really helpful when you're going down those technical things. And also having handbrakes actually turns out to be a big benefit sometimes when you're in a technical situation and you want your feet to push and walk and still control the brakes. So it's different than a normal dirt bike, gas engine dirt bike, but it's just a learning curve right now until these things are right up there competing with the best of the dirt bikes. It's a lot of fun, man. Nothing like coming to Tennessee and ride some hard enduro.
Good job, Jesse.
Thanks.
Matt Kelly, riding a Sur-Ron, riding for Shock Bikes.
Awesome, man. Do you know what's been done to it?
It's heavily modded, but I don't know the whole everything it's done to it. I know it's got different controller and different battery. It's got different swing arm stuff.
What's up, guys? Caleb here. I got a what started its life out as a SEGWAY X160. Put a bigger motor on it, stock SEGWAY or Sur-Ron motor, stock bypass battery with the BAC 4000 controller. Runs pretty well. We did front forks, the Bomber 58s, direct mount from GRITSHIFT. I got a blown rear air shock here, so we didn't get to compete with this when I used a loaner bike.
How'd you do on the donor bike?
I did pretty good. I feel like I could have did better, but you know, it's just how it goes. It's the first one. I think we were all a little nervous. Yeah, I'm eager to see what happens next year. I think a lot of us are going to be a little more ready, and it'll probably be a better turnout, hopefully. If some of you guys will step up to the plate and then help us out here, that would be sick. But yeah, I'm super eager for next year, and hopefully we can do a better job next year.
Awesome, man. Look forward to seeing you next year, Caleb.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, Tucker.
What's up, guys? My name is Josh V. I'm with GRITSHIFT. I'm actually the owner of GRITSHIFT. I'm riding my TALARIA Sting. This is a pre-production model here. I got MX front suspension. I have the YSS rear shock. Being that this is a pre-production model, it does sit an inch and a half lower than normal. This thing was amazing here. I had some big struggle points. You can see my bash guard is just destroyed, but it was all in all, it was great. Front end soaked up a lot of stuff when I was super tired and was monster trucking through everything, as you can see with the bash guard. But finished TKO 1, classified for TKO 2, and yeah, I was like, no. One was a no.
Yeah, man, I feel like pretty much everybody in the class felt the same way.
Yeah, I think there was like 20 or 25 people that classified for 2, and only 3 people entered 2.
Yeah, that's too much racing for one day, man.
Yeah. Broke the seat. The seat tray is just like, it's broken.
This is like the ultimate product testing for these
we
bikes.
have our linkages that we make on there. We have our bearing cups on. We didn't have enough time to finish our skid plate. We have a skid plate that's going to be unbreakable. I rode more than half of the race with one foot peg because I already tightened it, but I discovered that the little dowels that come out and hold the foot peg bracket, those sheared off from hitting a rock, and my foot peg just came loose and it was just dangling the whole ride. I have a KO controller on it and thing did great. So, and another thing I have, this is like a Frankenstein build. I have a Sur-Ron battery because I was too impatient to wait for a TALARIA battery.
No way.
So I like rigged up a Sur-Ron battery, had to rewire a bunch of stuff for the CAN system and all that stuff, but it all works great and didn't give me any problems. So
awesome, Josh. Thanks for coming out, man.
Hey guys, this is Brandon, aka Mr. Business with the GRITSHIFT team. I rode this 2020 Sur-Ron. It's pretty much got everything upgraded, and I went with the 1821 wheels just to get over the big rocks.
And how was the race?
Oh, it was brutal. I flew in like a few hours before the race. I was so unprepared, but I did hurt myself a few times, but I made it to the end of the prologue, and then I competed in race 1 and did pretty good, but the battery died like about 8 miles in.
And you competed in race 2, right?
Yeah, I competed in actually both races. So I was one of the few people that got put into the second race, and it was only me and 3 other guys on electric bikes. Everybody was too tired, but they just kept pushing me to do it. So I participated, and then my battery died before I could finish.
Hey, I'm Brian Lampright from Charged Cycle Works, and this is the bike that I conquered TKO in. It's got a KTM 85 front air fork on it, a back 8000, an EBMX 72-volt battery, EXT Shock in the rear, and gummy tires with moose tubes in them so I didn't get flats.
Awesome, man. How did it turn out for you?
It was brutal. The bike did better than my body. Next time I got to train a little bit more.
I think that's the consensus across the board.
Yeah. Awesome. But excited, it was fun, we survived.
Sweet, man.
My name's Jack NAZAROFF, and I'm riding a Sur-Ron made by GRITSHIFT with Warp 9 rims. We got KO motor and controller with their own skid plate. This thing is basically as far from stock as you can get. And I ended up DNFing because I whiskey throttled out into the woods and snapped off my lever pretty quick into the race, but it was all the rider on this one. I definitely messed it up, but we'll be out next year.
I'm Derek Timm, and this is a 2022 Sur-Ron X with the XX controller, custom 50 amp hour batteries, and then suspension upgrade. But other than that, mostly stock, I guess. Oh man, that was intense. A little more than I was expecting, and even at 11 miles, it felt like a lot more than that. But it was an overall good race. Had a couple of spills, lost the rear brake. I think I was running around 10th place. Battled out with a few other guys on Sur-Rons and the big storm beat. But unfortunately, my bike had some sort of issue, maybe water related, that caused me to DNF about a half mile from the finish. So pumped about the race, but really disappointed not to get the finish. But fun day, and the bike did pretty well, actually.
Always next year, right?
Yeah, always next year. Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, my name is ALTON. I ride a 22 Electric Motion Escape R. A couple things I've done to it. Obviously, the paint scheme's a little bit different. I just literally put vinyl wrap over this. The bike doesn't need much to be perfect. It pretty much already is. A little bit whiskey throttle. Bike went into a tree, twisted the forks a little bit, but there's always next year and many more events to come.
Hey, it's Mike from Dirty Bike, and we have a Sur-Ron Supermod here at the TKO in Tennessee with a big battery, probably 15,000 watts. Box float 40 up front, Olin shock in back, 16-19 wheel set. Worked pretty good out here.
How'd you do in the race?
As well as I expected. There you go.
What'd you think of the terrain and everything?
That was rough. That was some rough stuff. Yeah, from Florida, we get a lot of sand and stuff. We don't get these slippery rocks like we're up here, so it's a good learning experience. A lot of fun though.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming out, Mike.
Yeah, man.
Alright, so it's Rusty from GRITSHIFT, aka Justin Tassler. Riding my SEGWAY X160 that is basically just an X160 frame with everything else changed. So we got KTM 85 forks, wheel, brakes, Brembos, Hope-Tech rear brake, KO motor controller, GRITSHIFT custom bash guard, EBMX battery for now,
EXT Armor rear shock Warp 9 wheels, big beefy boy sprocket, Pro Taper bars, bash guards, and a Baja S2 Pro headlight. Made it pretty clean. Nothing too bad happened to the bike. The only thing this got bent a little bit just from laying in the rock, but the controller still worked. I unfortunately did not get to race TKO 1. I went out and thought I was going to be awesome and looked like a complete retard and sent it off one of the rock jumps downhill and crashed like a bajillion pieces.
So that about wraps it up. Thank you to all these guys for coming out, and I hope we get a bunch more new riders on the gate next year, and thanks for watching.